conditioning and get you in the wear and tear. Because when I fought him, I remember it was like the 10th round, I was up against the ropes, and he was just going and going and going. And something in me said, he can't hurt you, he can't knock you out, but if he had it his way, he wants you to quit. He wants to put you under pressure, and he wants you to crumble under that pressure. But as long as you have a true heart of a warrior, as long as you're a real champion, you'll be able to stand up to what Shawn Porter brings out. Kell Brook did it, I did it, and I think Errol Spence will be able to do it too.
Right, because it seems like that's what he's banking on. So if Errol has that dog in him, do you think any other path to victory is there for Shawn?
When he's trying to make you feel uncomfortable, as long as you still are comfortable, you know, then you take away his strong points. You know, I think Shawn needs to do everything in his power when it comes to utilizing his head movement, keeping his hands up. His defense was lax against Danny Garcia. His defense was lax against Ugas. His defense was on point when he fought me. He's going to need to bring that same respect to Errol Spence, because he took big shots from Danny. He took clean shots from Ugas, and I just don't think he's going to be able to constantly walk in and take those shots and walk out okay.
And
we saw how he did with Devin Alexander, and this guy has the same kind of approach that Devin has. You think he'll do better?
You know, Errol still throws more punches than Devin Alexander. Errol is still a true welterweight, where Devin Alexander is not. You know, when we watched Porter defeat Devin Alexander, then we watched him defeat Paul Malignaggi. You put a 140-pounder against Shawn Porter, he will get ran over like a bulldozer. He did it to two of them, you know, but he didn't do it to me. He didn't do it to Kell Brook. He didn't run over Danny. I don't think he's running over Errol Spence. But if he's going to surprise Errol, you know, it's going to be on the inside. It's going to be all those punches, and he's going to feel that there's not a lot of power. But if he can mix up boom, 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 boom with a few of those Hail Marys and actually commit to, you know, hurting this guy, because not only would it be one of the biggest upsets of the year if Shawn Porter was to stop Errol Spence, but, you know, you don't leave it up to the judges, and you just prove that, you know, the welterweight division is a dog's house. It's anybody's game.
You talked output.
It was a pretty rough outing, and you bested that fight.
Which one?
With Porter.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a tug and war, you know, but there were times in that fight where I really did let Shawn do what he wanted to do. When I watched that fight, I love that fight because you actually get to see both fighters doing what they want to do in different rounds, you know, and I won the majority of the rounds, thus I won the fight. But the thing about Shawn, if you want to dominate Shawn, like Errol says that he's going to do, if you want to dominate him, you can't let him fight any piece of his fight strategy, because even if you're trading and you're going toe for toe, blow for blow, all that inside work, all that smothering, you don't know the judge's perspective. And, you know, it's easy in that scenario for the rounds to go towards Shawn Porter. I think Danny did a great job against Shawn Porter. What did he lack? Punch output. Spence is not going to lack punch output. He's not lacked punch output against anybody to this date, and I don't expect it to change tomorrow night.
Keith, you almost always, fighters, when they beat or even when they lost to a fighter, they pick that guy to win the fight. But you're not doing that. You seem to be leaning towards Spence. What is it about Spence that has you feeling that way?
I mean, he's undefeated, and at the end of the day, it's hard not to go, you know, there's different things that we use as measuring sticks, right? What's the biggest measuring stick in this fight matchup? Kell Brook. Kell Brook is the measuring stick of this scenario. So when we use Kell Brook as a medium to feel out this fight, you're going to lean towards Errol Spence. Not only did Errol Spence beat Kell Brook, he stopped Kell Brook.
But the Triple G fight in between.
The Triple G fight in between, all that didn't matter, okay? Did it help Kell Brook? Most likely not. But Errol broke his face, okay? He broke another side of his face. It was a bone that's never been touched. It's a new fracture, new breakage. He got hit upside his head. And it was in the late rounds. Kell Brook dominated the opening rounds. And at the end of the day, you know, he came back strong in the end, like he always does. You know, Errol walks you down. He puts those body shots on you. If you're getting tired in the 8th and you take body shots, you're tired in the 9th and you take body shots, how much do you have in the 10th, 11th, and 12th? You know, is Errol going to break Shawn down to the body? Is he going to be head hunting? Is it gonna be boring like the Mikey Garcia fight? I think not, because I think Sean will take risks and make this fight exciting, you know. But how exciting is it? How bad do they want it? This is the biggest fight of both of their careers. They have an opportunity on Fox pay-per-view to showcase their skill and talent to the whole world, to try to outperform the last pay-per-view event, me versus Pacquiao. Good luck, but I'm here to watch it anyways, you know. It's gonna be an exciting fight. Let's just see what happens,
if
man.
Danny gets that Pacquiao fight?
Interesting. Whoever Pacquiao fights, when it comes to the young new generation, they're all great fights. To see a legend fight the new young faces in the sport, it's fun for everybody.
Anything you tell Danny,
Would you rather, once you're 100% healthy, rematch Pacquiao for your title, or would you rather Earl Spence if he unifies tomorrow night?
Well, I want my title back, and then we can go do whatever. But you know, I miss my title, baby.
They say Porter has to take chances to beat Spence.
Oh, he has to take a lot of chances, you know. But really, what he needs to do is box hard and box smart. While he's getting on the inside, while he's making all these adjustments, moving here, trying to stay away from that long jab, you know, it's the hooks and it's the uppercuts. Once when he steps in on that southpaw jab, you know, there's gonna be a left uppercut waiting. We have not seen Sean Porter fight an elite southpaw of this nature, and that's another exciting thing about this fight.
How's your hand?
Ruiz Joshua Keith.
He's doing good.
Last question.
Ruiz Joshua Keith. How does that go?
The second one, you know, I mean, I definitely lean a little bit towards Joshua, because people forget that Joshua got the first knockdown. He got the first knockdown. The fight could have been over. It wasn't, but it could have been. You know, so and Joshua didn't look like Joshua. You know, a lot of times when fighters hear that they're fighting a replacement, they sit on the couch a little longer. You know, Joshua trained in Miami. I haven't heard of too many great training camps that happen in Miami. I heard of nice parties and clubbing and stuff goes down in Miami, but not great training camps. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I'm from Florida. I know.
Canelo, Kovalev, who gets it?
So
Last
when
one.
he gets
That's
knocked
last one.
out,
You know, Canelo might be stretching a little too far. You can't keep moving up in weight and keep fighting punchers, because one day you're gonna, you know, take a punch you can't handle.
Radio Raheem with one time, Keith Thurman.